How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I do unfortunately have some bad news. It's not really too bad, but it still is just another stepping stone of something that has possibly went wrong. And unfortunately, I think somebody did door ding the car, and it happened yesterday. I went to the grocery store, picked up some groceries, and I parked far away like I usually do. There was nobody beside me, but then whenever I came out, there was somebody beside me, and the one time I didn't check to see if there was anything on the side of my car, of course, I get home, and then the next day I was coming out here, and then I happened to see it just because I was hitting the perfect lighting and everything. I don't know how well it's gonna pick up on camera. Okay, you can see it really good. If you can't tell, it's where I'm just zoomed into right here on the screen. Now, it's not too bad, but obviously, like, if you look at it, I mean, it's pretty bad. Okay. As far as like a dent, I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it is in the middle of the panel, which hopefully it should be able to get out. I really don't know much about PDR, and the only thing that sucks is I will have to contact somebody to get that, obviously. But honestly, the worst thing is just the fact that whenever I got done putting my groceries in the trunk, the car beside me, they were actually walking out as I was like attempting to back up, and I'm pretty sure that's who put the ding in the car. Now, whether they knew it or not, I have no idea, because there was a kid with them, so it's very likely that the kid could have hopped out, hit the car, and then not realized. But if it wasn't the kid, if it was like somebody, like a grown adult, which I know a lot of people don't act grown whenever they are, but if they did make a mistake and they did realize it, and then they just happened to not say anything, that is pretty crappy. Especially, I know it's a 2-valve, but it is still a nice car, and whenever you see something like this in the parking lot, you probably are like, dang, I mean, that's a little bit nicer than most of the stuff in here, just because it is like modified and stuff. And I feel like if they did notice, that's really crappy on them, because they didn't even like say anything about it. Especially if they did notice, they were right beside me as I was leaving, and they could have said something. But it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna go like search for cameras and everything to make sure they did. But the way that I know it was them though is because I don't take this car anywhere other than the grocery store if I go there. And other than that, like occasionally at restaurants, but I know for a fact it wasn't there before yesterday, and that was the only place that I drove to, other than I did drive to church, but there was nobody that parked next to me on this side. So that leads me to think that it did happen at the grocery store. And other than that, I went to the park, I went to go run, but there was nobody beside me once again. So I guess this is just another thing I'm gonna have to put on my list to make sure that it is fixed before Mustang week. I do want to go ahead and get everything situated. I want this car to look as good as it can. Obviously, I'm probably not gonna do much of anything else on the exterior or anything. Honestly, the way that my mind's been lately is, God, that thing is just like sticking out like a sore thumb to me. But the way that my mind is right now, I kind of just want to keep this the way it is, and then maybe just keep saving into like a Coyote. That way I can keep this and a Coyote, because I can't really talk myself into parting with this. Just because, I mean, simple stuff like this, I mean, I've been through just like so much crap and so many ups and downs with this car, and I just feel like this car means a lot to me, and I feel like even if it is 2-valve, it's still something that's kind of sentimental, and maybe when I'm like 50 or so, it'd be cool to sit in my garage or like a corner of a shop or something. Right now, the only thing that I really have on the list is I do need to do some LED lights, because my fog light has went out on one side. It was actually out last Mustang week, but I don't really drive this car at night, so I never really did replace it. But since it is in September again, I am gonna go ahead and replace the front lights. And other than that, I mean, my driver's side floor mat is kind of rough. I might buy some new ones of those, just because that one has been in the car ever since I bought it, and I've owned the car for a little over 4 years, and no telling how long it's been since it's been in the car before I owned it. But I mean, the only thing that sucks is I will have to buy a complete set, because they don't sell the same matching driver's side mat for just one piece. So I am gonna have to do a whole entire new set, which I mean, it's only like $100, but still I have to spend $100 on 4 mats whenever I really just need one. The other few things that I need to figure out is whatever this whole like engine, clutch, whatever this rattling stuff is, I'm not really that worried about it anymore, mainly because I drive the car a lot and I beat the crap out of it and nothing really happens. But other than that, I do want to make sure all my hubs and wheel bearings and everything are good. That way I can, you know, go down there and not have any issues, because I feel like I need to go ahead and just replace those, because I mean, the car is 20 years old, and I'd rather have new parts rather than old parts and something to happen. Basically where I'm getting at is I'm trying to prevent something from breaking on this car, because every single year at Mustang week, except for the week that I manual swap the car, something breaks. The first time my automatic transmission was slipping and it started going out as soon as I got down there. Second time is whenever I manual swapped the car. Nothing happened because I didn't really drive it all that much because we were staying way far north. And then the third time, which I think was last year, that's whenever the exhaust was falling off. I had to get that welded back on, and then I was running into some other issue. Can't remember what it was, but I put a new clutch in there, and that thing, I was trying to get that thing adjusted properly because I just completed break-in as soon as I got down there. Like I said, I got a list and time's ticking. I mean, there's only like 2 months, so I'm gonna have to be able to get something done, and I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff, and obviously that's just a little setback. I will be going to Florida in like a week or so. After I get back from there, it'll be go time, and I need to start doing a lot of stuff, trying to get everything figured out, because I want to have this car done, and I just want to have it just kind of sitting here, just waiting to go. And I want to make sure it's prepped to go 4 hours there, drive around all the way down there, and then 4 hours back. But on a more positive note, I will say that if you did watch my last video, we will have a car that will be coming to the channel, hopefully this Friday. Hopefully the new car will be here. I will say that we went and bought it Thursday. Not really we, it was my brother, but I went with him. And he did get an S550. Now, it wasn't what he was looking at, because he was looking at like those Gen 2s, but he did go ahead and get a Gen 3, and it is really nice. It is still the base, but he probably got one of the best specs that you can get, because he wasn't really looking for a base or premium. He didn't really care to have the premium. Like, he wasn't like, that wasn't like a make it or break it deal. So he did get base, but it is a performance pack, so it still has the 373, still has the gauges on the middle, and then obviously like your wheels and everything. And it has an entertainment package, so he has the middle, the big screen and all that. And I don't know, I mean, really the only thing he's missing is just the leather and like the heated cooled seats, the heated cooled steering wheel, and a couple like gauges here and there. And I think maybe a sub in the back. But other than that, he's not really missing much, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a really sweet car. Makes me really jealous, because I did drive it around a little bit while we was at the dealership, and it's really nice. To tell you how nice it is, it made me consider selling this as soon as I got home and me going to go look for a Coyote or something. But hopefully that'll be here Friday, and I guess there'll be a video on that or two or so. And then after that, I mean, it'll be on the channel. He'll probably start modding it a little bit, doing some stuff to it. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on those post notifications so you guys can see all the videos, you don't miss them. So with all that being said, I did take him out for a ride in my car whenever I first got the exhaust put on. I just never posted it because I didn't have any other footage, but I'm gonna put that at the end of this video. It's just kind of him riding around and doing whatever. But like I said, it's not really the best news, but it is just kind of what I do. I mean, I film everything with this car, and it's just the stuff that you gotta do whenever you film stuff. But it's life, it's gonna get fixed. It's just a car at the end of the day. It could've been way worse of a problem. I mean, the car still running and driving, cross my fingers. And it's not wadded up or anything, also cross my fingers. I really did luck out. It's not the end of the world, and at the end of the day, it's just a couple $100 in my pocket. So I guess I'll catch you guys whenever we take delivery of this car. What's up guys? So I figured I would go ahead and take my brother out for a ride, get his little reaction to the exhaust and everything. So I guess we're gonna go do that. I'm gonna go through that way and then come back up. right, so give me a post-game interview. Is it good or think it's a lot better?
Give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Purchase was a good decision.
Appreciate it.